Hello, everyone. My name is Anastasia Busis. I am your CBC Sports host, and today I'm going to be connecting with one of Canada's all-time greatest alpine skiers. He represented Canada for 16 years, raced in 4 Olympic Games, 6 World Championships. He is the first Canadian to win a Super G World Cup and a Downhill World Cup. He's 4th on Canada's all-time podium list. Of course, he is a member of the Canadian Cowboys, changing the narrative and leaving such an amazing legacy. I am talking about the one and only Manny Osborne-Paradis. I'm going to connect with Manny in just a second, but before I do, I'd like to throw to a very emotional and important announcement.
Hi everyone, Manny Osborne-Paradis here, coming at you from beautiful Panorama, BC, where I'm the Director of Speed. Today I come to you with some bittersweet news as I am announcing my retirement from competitive skiing. You don't just stand on the top of the podium one day. My journey started when I was 3 years old and I fell in love with skiing. From there, I was given the opportunity to succeed through family, friends, ski coaches, ski clubs in Alpine Canada and beyond. I want to thank the Whistler Mountain Ski Club, BC Alpine, Alpine Canada, Own the Podium, and every sponsor that believed in me. Because without belief, we would have never defied the odds of success. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
There we have it. Congratulations, Manny, on such an amazing career. How do you feel?
Yeah, thanks, Stage. I feel, a little bittersweet. I mean, it's, that this day is inevitable. It's coming. But I felt like, man, it's just a day. I mean, it's snowing out, and everybody's getting ready for racing, and this is the first year that I'm not. So, yeah, that's a little tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, lots of new chapters in my life.
How long, did it take you to come to this decision? Because you've had such a formidable career, highs and lows. You've changed the sport for the better. Injuries, you've come back from things that a lot of people probably wrote your career off. Really, how did you come to this conclusion today?
Oh, I think if I had to sum it up, it's just selfishness. I think you have to be really selfish when you're an athlete, and I've been a pretty selfish athlete, and I've done what I've needed to do to be successful. And with COVID and the times of travel and everything, I felt like this wasn't a time to be selfish. This was a time to be more connected with my family and help out at home and just this injury. I was coming back for 2 years to give myself a chance for the next Olympics, and even so right now with needing to be on the road all winter and such, to have this comeback, to be ready for next year. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I think even so, it just was a battle that I wasn't willing to take at this time in history.
It's kind of a wrestling match for athletes that may think they have more left in the tank. Was that a struggle for you?
Well, as guys, as racers have gotten older and retired around me, I have noticed that guys don't get worse at skiing; they just get old and sore and tired, and maybe reflect a little bit more on the consequences of going fast. And that it's kind of the same story here. I really dug my heels in and came back from this injury and was skiing a little bit at the end of last year and I feel pretty good. It would definitely be a struggle every day to make sure that I'm skiing pain-free, but I felt like I had a chance. But at the end of the day, perspective is huge, and with my family, and what's really important at this, at 36-year-old Manny to 22-year-old Manny is totally different, and I felt like my priorities were a little different.
Of course, a part of the Canadian Cowboys, the legacy that you all have left has changed the sport forever. How do you hope that legacy continues to kind of define the team as of present?
I feel like I'm just honored to be part of that group. Growing up with the Canadian, with the Crazy Canucks, those guys just held such a great impact on our sport. And growing up, I mean, Rob Boyd was in Whistler, and he showed me, I never second guessed that you couldn't be a downhill ski racer. I thought, the Dave Murray ski camps were held in Whistler, and my parents would go to it, and lots of those guys were alpine skiing alumni. And then having Rob Boyd living down the street, I mean, I knew that this just it wasn't a far reach to become a successful skier, and all these guys around me had. And I just hope that's what our legacy leaves, that these guys see that we were from every corner of Canada, all different backgrounds, all different upbringings through the sport, some with parents that helped coach them, some with parents that weren't around. It was just very from all different ends of Canada, and we were all successful as a group, as a cohesive group. And it can be done solo, but as a team, we had each other's backs, and when one failed, another one would succeed, and that's just kept so much momentum going. So I hope that the young athletes in ski racing saw that, and can strive for even bettering our records in the future.
What can we expect from the team leading up to 2022? I'm putting you on the spot. You're going to be our new analyst.
Oh, well, this group's pretty sweet. I'm excited to see what Broderick's got in his tank. I mean, he's been injured for 2 years, just like myself, but he was skiing like lights out before his injury, and he really was. He's got lots of experience on all the downhill courses, and now he needs to just put pen to paper and get some results. And he's kind of leading that group. The younger guys have. They're good skiers. We say you need a lot of experience on those downhill courses, and you truly do. But they're just missing that one last step, of that extra speed that you need to be successful every weekend. And like that comes just like in an instant. And they've got the foundation. So I'm really excited to see. I mean, with 2 years, these guys have a lot of room to grow, and I'm excited to see as a group what they're going to do.
What's next for you? What's on your horizon now?
I mean, it's snowing, so I'm gonna be going skiing here pretty soon. Definitely, my daughter is excited to go skiing a lot this year. She's 4 years old, and like already talking about what skis she's gonna get, and where we're gonna go skiing, what tree runs and everything. And I'm gonna ski with them, and I'm gonna finish my business degree. So I'm gonna do some school. I might as well take advantage of being at home quite a bit, and work online and do virtual school. And other than that, just enjoy being at home. I haven't been home for 15 years. We're on the road half the year, and I'm just excited to kind of lay some roots here and actually build a foundation through the community of Invermere.
Well, we've talked about community a lot. Of course, community of Invermere and your teammates, past and present, some of your friends. Do you have any exciting news on top of your retirement? Do you have anything to tell us?
Well, I mean, that's a very structured question because you're hosting it tomorrow. But yeah, obviously everybody's got a dream of their retirement, and my dream obviously was to cruise through Canada and host some ski related clinics at certain ski clubs, and give back to the skiing community and everything. And that'll have to be put on hold. But in the interim, we've put together a little house party, as you will, with a bunch of athletes that I've gotten to know over my career. And just to name a few, I think we've got like Caitlin Weaver's going to be on, Dylan Moskovich, Patrick Chan, Jesse Lumsden, Helen Upperton, and then we're going to go over Mason Raymond, David Jones, Joe Colburn. One of my idols growing up, Wade Simmons, is going to join, and a couple mountain bikers, Jeff Gulovich and Thomas Vanderham, and then a couple of my teammates, active racers right now, Brody Seeger and Broderick Thompson are going to be on, and then my grad date actually here when I was billeting on the BC ski team, Christina Lustenberger, who's one of my all-time favorite female athletes, is going to be on. And then Robbie Dixon, one of my best buds, with Mike Janik, Jan Hudek, Eric Gay, and CBC's own Kelly Vanderbeek. So there's going to be quite a few athletes, and you know what? I think it's just going to be great to have a uncandid conversation of just exploits that happen throughout our career, and why we're all friends, and why we all connected. And I'm just so excited that these guys all want to be part of it, and yeah, it'll be a good time.
No, I'm honored to host. I know that was a bit of a leading question, as they call it, but again, you can join Manny and myself tomorrow. That is Wednesday, October 14th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to have an hour-long retirement party, lots of friends, lots of teammates dropping in. It's going to be a little bit of the roast of Manny Osborne-Paradis, but again, Bud, you've left just such an amazing legacy. You've had such a formidable career. It's not easy to retire. So I appreciate you coming on to connect with me and be vulnerable, and also allow us to celebrate all that you have achieved, because again, you've changed the sport for the better. You've changed the Olympic team for the better, and I'm just honored to know you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for those kind words.
It's going to be great tomorrow again, 9 p.m. Wednesday, October 14th. CBC Sports will be hosting Manuel Osborne-Paradis' retirement party. You never know who's going to drop by, but certainly our Olympic figure skaters, a lot of Olympians, some NHL players, a lot of his old teammates, the Canadian Cowboys. Just a lot of wonderful names, and we're gonna come together, celebrate, share some stories and some laughs, and maybe a little bit of champagne. So again, congratulations to Manny Osborne-Paradis. 16 years he represented this country, 4 Olympic Games, just has done so much for the skiing community, and we want to celebrate that. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Again, catch us tomorrow. Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel. It will be live 9 p.m. Eastern. We are going to host the retirement party of Manuel Osborne-Paradis. My name is Anastasia Busas. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Go to cbcsports.ca for more information. Cheers.